Hi everyone, I hope your day's going great so far. My name is Roxanne. Welcome to RockyDTV. I just finished watching the interview with Gayle King and former WNBA basketball superstar Lisa Leslie. In the interview, Gayle spoke with Lisa about her friend who recently passed, Kobe Bryant, former NBA player for the Lakers, Kobe Bryant. Now, there has been a lot of negative comments being made about this interview based on Gayle asking Lisa about the rape accusations against Kobe. And this took place, the alleged rape took place in 2003. Now, Gayle was out of line for bringing up the accusations, especially since Kobe recently passed. It hasn't even been 2 weeks since Kobe passed away with his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. So from what I saw in the interview, and I'm going to play the portion of that interview where Gayle asked Lisa about those accusations, the rape accusations.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible. I just don't believe that. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful. At this time, it's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, but it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed.
And I think that's how we should leave it.
Now, do I believe the question was fitting based on the conversation they were having? No, I don't believe that it should have been brought up because of how recently Kobe passed away. I also believe that if this was something that was on Gayle's mind, it should have been addressed. She should have asked for an interview when Kobe was alive. It's possible she knew that he would not have granted an interview because Gayle is associated with Oprah, and most of Oprah's association in recent times have been regarding the accusations against Michael Jackson, who passed away almost 11 years ago, and Russell Simmons, who there was a documentary made about him, which Oprah was producing with Apple TV, and Oprah pulled out of that. But Oprah conducted an interview which was televised on her channel OWN with the two accusers of Michael Jackson, Wade Robson and something Safechuck. I can't remember the other fellow's name. But it's possible that Kobe would not have even entertained an interview with Gayle. I checked and I was unable to locate any interviews Kobe had with Oprah Winfrey. So was Kobe accused by this young lady 16, almost 17 years ago? Yes, he was. Was he a great basketball player? Obviously, he was a fabulous basketball player. He had 20 years with just the Lakers. He had 20 years where he played only for the Lakers and then retired 3 years ago. Did this accusation tarnish his image in any way? I don't believe it tarnished it. It was just it was a small stain on his history. And yes, rape accusations are bad, but the young lady chose not to move forward with the charges against him that were brought against him. He only had to issue an apology. He did not say in his apology that he raped her. He stated that it was a misunderstanding on his part, that she wanted to have intercourse with him. He believed that it was a yes, but he did not get her saying no. Was he able to move past it to rebuild his image? Yes, he did. The accuser did not testify. And should Gayle have discussed Kobe so soon after his death and posed such sensitive questions to one of his closest friends who happened to be female? Definitely not. I believe Lisa was sitting with her to promote a book that, I believe it's a memoir or an autobiography about Lisa Leslie. I believe that was the reason for the sit-down interview. But we only saw the portion where Gayle was talking to Lisa about Kobe. Now, Lisa handled the questions beautifully. She answered so respectfully, showing how much she cared for her friend. But if she did not believe it was something that should have been discussed, then she only had to say that out of respect for his family, she would prefer not to discuss the rape accusations. And she tried to wrap up each question that was posed to her by Gayle. You could tell when she was responding that she wanted to leave it at that. But Gayle pushed a little more, which she was wrong for doing. She should have just moved on. But, Lisa answered each question beautifully. Kobe's fans are very upset about this, and they have a right to feel how they feel. And there have been some famous people who have spoken out against Gayle King for this interview. There was what's his name? 50 Cent. 50 Cent spoke out about it. I think Boozy Badass did as well. But the one that caused me to make this recording was Snoop Dogg.
Gayle King, out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumbass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
What I don't agree with is the tone Snoop Dogg took when voicing how he felt about the interview. Why did he feel the need to call her out of her name? He has a wife, a mother, a daughter, female relatives, and female friends. I'm sure he would not want them to be called out of their names. And then he made a subtle threat. Now, do I believe that Snoop's going to follow through on that threat to Gayle? No, I don't believe he's going to do that. But again, it was unnecessary for him to do that. And if you check online or in articles, there have been articles posted of others who have talked about the rape accusations against Kobe after he passed. Actress Evan Rachel Wood, who stars in the HBO series Westworld, and Disney heiress Abigail Disney, who outright called Kobe a rapist, even though he was not found guilty of the accusation made against him, because it didn't even go to trial, because the young lady who accused him chose not to move forward with the case. Am I saying that Snoop should now target Avon Rachel Wood and Abigail Disney by cursing them out and calling them out of their names? Not at all. I don't believe in doing that, for any man to do that to any woman regardless of race. But since he felt the need to mention that Gayle and her best friend Oprah Winfrey seemed to be targeting only famous black men who were accused of rape, I felt the need to point out to him that he chose to target only a famous black woman who dared to ask about the accusations against Kobe. Why didn't he also make a video to Avon Rachel Wood and Abigail Disney? Why did he choose to target only a black woman? Now, Snoop also referenced Bill Cosby in his social media post calling for Bill Cosby's freedom. But it seems that he has forgotten that once upon a time, Bill Cosby spoke out against black men who wore their pants low or cursed in the lyrics of their songs. Don't forget that Mr. Cosby admitted that he used quaaludes to drug women back in the 70s, in the 60s and 70s. Again, I don't believe Gayle King should have asked the questions at this time regarding the rape allegations against Kobe, but Lisa didn't have to respond. And again, she answered those questions beautifully, but I believe she should have just said, I choose not to discuss Kobe, my friend, at this time, because it is too soon. I also hope, though, that Gayle and Oprah are preparing interviews or documentaries about their famous friends, journalist Charlie Rose and movie producer Harvey Weinstein, who were accused of sexual assault and rape, respectively. They may not deem it necessary to do so, but it would only make sense for them to do so. I don't believe any man should be calling a woman out of her name because he's upset about an interview. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and please be safe.